Hey, hi everybody, this is Piteio from the 9th Age Forum, and this is a very brief video to show you an update on what we are setting up to help you playtest the QuickStarter new rules on Universal Battle 2. Now, let's imagine you have seen some of the previous videos on this topic. You log into your Universal Battle 2 account, you sign in, you get into the lobby, you create a match, and you give it a reasonable name. Password, no password, your choice. You continue, and the new features that I'd like to discuss today are the usage of pre-saved maps and armies that are gonna really simplify your gaming. Now, we're still finalizing the details with Lorenzo, with the creator of Universal Battle, but the main idea is that you click on this disk icon and then you load the map that you want to use. For example, the CH map, the center hill. And you have your battlefield. And it's already, you know, the terrain pieces are already in place, and the markers with the rules, for example, what does this difficult terrain do? Here it is. These are the rules for the difficult terrain, or what type of terrain is this one? This is an impassable terrain. Strange temple with a statue on top. Alright, so you load the map, and the first thing that you do is locking the map, so you don't move any of these pieces by mistake. Then very easily, equally as easily, you click on the disk icon and you load an army to play with. For example, Vampire Covenant here. You load the army from this slot, you select it, you move it to the side of your choosing. Let's imagine that, you know, the vampire player goes first, so we go here. Let's, I don't know, let's put the Barrow Knights over here, and let's put the ghouls a bit further down here. And, zooming in, let's place the vampire inside of the zombies unit by replacing one of the existing models and gluing the character to the unit. We can also glue the other markers to the unit so that once we move the units, they move together with him. See, the last two spells have not been glued yet, so they're not moving with the unit. Right? And as you can see, the individual spells contain the description for the spell itself and the casting value. Okay? So everything is in here. The zombies, you have all of the values of the zombies here, and so on and so forth. Okay, this undead applies to more than one unit, and this is the list of the Vampire Covenant pre-made army list for you to playtest. And I mean, that's it. That's 2 clicks, and one for the map and one for the army, and then some moving around of the pieces, and you're ready to go. Same thing if you want to load a second army. So let's imagine that I'm playing with a friend here at home, and we can use the same computer. So I'm gonna load the Sylvan Elves army, and as you can see, it really takes no time to be ready to play. Look at that. I'm gonna put my Wild Huntsman down here, Dryads over here, and the archers in here. Alright, this is the list of the army, and the druid. I mean, there's no shooting, there's no missile. Let's keep her out of the unit. Right, so I can now delete the meter, and I'm ready to play. And you know, that's how long it takes to set a game up. And you can start, you have this hourglass here that says first turn of the first player and on of the second player. So this is first turn of the first player. Charge phase, no charge, movement phase, And in the movement phase, you can look up the characteristics of your units. Advance 4, march 8. Am I within 12 inches from the general? Yes, you are. Both of my units are within 12 inches. You need to check this because of undead purposes. So let's imagine that this guy here can move forward by 8. And same thing here, move by, I don't know, a lot. Let's do that. Let's do a bit of a conversion too, which is useless, but just to show you how things work. Here, zombies, we advance by 8 as well. And yes, this is the movement phase. Let's move to the magic phase, and as you know, you roll a die to see the flux of magic. The magic flux, you get a 2, and that means that in this area here you can put a star on the white because you're playing number 1, number 2, so that you know that you cannot roll it again during this game. And you can get the info button to see that 2 means that I have 5 dice and my opponent has 3. And what can you do with this dice? Well, you can cast the Rot Within. This is the casting value, this is the effect. You can cast Arise, right? And so on and so forth. Okay? So that's more or less all I wanted to show you in this video. And I keep it short and just say goodbye.